Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? Welcome back to my talk show. By the way, today, as you noticed, I didn't wear the business jacket and the shirts, the polo shirts. The reason is Cambodian Stock Exchange is now doing the big event at the Aeon Mall 1. And then the PP Link also, we are the exhibitor. And then we promote the Cambodian stock. I just get out from that event place and come back to office in order to share some information to you. Okay, if you are interested in, besides the derivative trading, there are stock, trading in Cambodia. And from today to Sunday, we have an event at the Aeon Shopping Mall 1. So if you're interested in, why don't you come out and pop into our booth? You can get many kinds of benefit when you go there, okay? Okay, so let's talk about the market yesterday. Today's title is Dollar Yen rebounded sharply after the good U.S. Retail sales. The combination of rising U.S. interest rates and rising U.S. stock. You see, a couple of days ago, as you notice, CPI's figure is slowed down. So dollar was depreciated and then went down very drastically. But yesterday, we had another economic indicator. We call it the PPI. And this figure shows entirely different story. Particularly, as you know, the stock security sectors can be divided into 11 sectors in the States. Even in Japan, we have more sectors. And among those PPI economic data, among them, there is a group called control group. Okay, control group. The expectation was a negative 0.2%, but once the figure came out, that is a positive 0.2%. I think this is a really big impact towards the dollar market. So dollar went up very sharply. Okay, let's study the paragraph by paragraph. Okay, the first paragraph I said. Dollar yen fell to a low of 150.06 in the US time before the PPI announced, okay? Then rebounded sharply to the upper half of the 151 yen. This is really a big movement toward the uptrend, okay? Last night, the foreign exchange market fluctuated wildly, very hectic, in response to the slowdown and U.S. PPI. Generally speaking, PPIs are all the figures is very slow down. But as I mentioned to you, among the groups, control groups, this is the exceptions of the automobile and construction materials and oil, the supply and eating out. The figure was negative 0.2. This is the expectation, but changed and turned around to positive 0.2%. Since we price index yesterday, another index showed the figures, which makes a big impact to make the dollar appreciated. Okay, it's very strange, right? Just one day different. Okay. The dollar yen broke above the Ichimoku Kinko Hyo baseline and the conversion line of the conversion line and 21-day moving average, and the Bollinger Band mid band again. Okay, so this is just the technical issues. Strong buying signal continued. the halfway point of the decline in the past few days is also achieved. The situation is extremely strong. The day before yesterday, 3 days ago, you see, dollar was very weak. A lot of people lost the confidence hearing this CPI. But yesterday, just turned around and people start to feel confidence. And then U.S. interest rate also going up, okay? So, of course, the dollar is going up. But unfortunately, your gold price was sharply went down. CPI, dollar went down and gold price really drastically went up, right? More than 50 pips. And then yesterday, once we see this financial data, dollar again went down. It's very hectic. So we are now really living in the period of uncertainty. Every day the market sentiment is changing. I continue to expect the continuation of the dollar appreciation and yen depreciation trend as a main scenario. As I mentioned to you, and I shared many information to you before so far, the basic monetary policy between the US and Japan is entirely different. As you know, US wants to keep the monetary tightening, right? But Japan wants to do the monetary easing. And then the interest rate of the US FF rate is nearly arrived to the terminal rate of 5.25%. And then December, FOMC, the 100%, they will not increase the interest rate, but they make the interest rate remain the same, so 5.25%. But next year, February or March, you say, they might reduce the interest rate. But Japan still wants to keep the very low interest rate, 0.98% or just above 1%. So still we have a big, interest rate gap because of the different monetary policy. It means the dollar will not go down drastically, except the Japanese BOJ's intervention. If we have an intervention, definitely 3 yen to 5 yen will be depreciated. It means US dollar will going down 3 yen or 5 yen, okay? But as far as the market, the movement concerned, if this is the fundamental movement, you see, BOJ will not involve the carry out intervention. Okay, if this is a very speculative movement, BOJ might consider to carry out the intervention. Okay, so I believe and I presume within this year up to December 15th. After 15th of December, a little bank currency dealer or even a gold dealer, they will take Christmas holidays. Until then, market will be something like this. But exceptionally speaking, if we have some big remarks or big economical data changing, negative surprise or positive surprise, the market will be fluctuated very widely. But the range is still US dollar is very strong. So I concluded today's sharing with you. I think today's expected range is 150.75 to 152.25. Maybe 152.25 is too high, but there is some possibility. But don't forget, if the market dollar yen price went up to 152.25, there might be some possibility that BOJ will carry out intervention. Once you see intervention, this is a really drastic downtrend to the US dollar, 3 yen to 5 yen, as I mentioned to you. Okay, so anyway, I wrote this report early in the morning, 5 o'clock. So the market situation is a little bit changed, but the basically speaking, generally speaking, I think dollar is still strong and maintained a very high range of the pricing. But we have to be, again, careful, concerned about the intervention, monetary currency intervention by the Bank of Japan, okay? But I believe Japan, BOJ will do the intervention above 152.50, above 152 yen and 500 level. That is, I think, my expectation, the intervention's expectation, okay? So until that level, I think your long position can be maintained. But if you are shorter, I mean, if you are selling dollar yen, maybe you should put the limit. Or if you want to sell the dollar yen, I would like you to set the limit at 152,500 or so, or higher. But bear in mind, if you are selling, you have to pay the swap, okay? And in order to calculate the swap, easiest way to observe the swap. If you have a chance to watch the trading view, check the 3 months US government bond. That yield will be the interest rate of the United States in order to calculate the swap. Japan, the interest rate is very low, 0, sometimes minus, or 0.98. So you can easy to calculate, right? US interest rate minus Japanese interest rate minus the equal will be the difference, right? This difference can be divided into 365 days. And in how many days you want to keep the short position, you can easily do the arithmetics, okay? So, after this, maybe I have to go back to Eon to join to the event. And tomorrow and up to Sunday, we have a big event sponsored by the Cambodian Stock Exchange. And then the VPP Link is an exhibitor as a gold member. So if you come to our booth, you can get a lot of interesting news and benefit, okay? So please come up to the Eon 1. If you want to do the shopping, Eon 1, of course, you enjoy the shopping. But if you have a time, please drop us and enjoy some benefit, okay? Thank you very much for your watching. Stay tuned with us. Thank you.